Balake. Where is Balake at?
My name's Blake.
Do you want to go to war, Balake? I'm for real. Aaron.
Hey, Aaron is here, everyone. Welcome back for some more SPTV, where remember, guys, every day's a great day not to be in a cult. Happy Thursday, everyone. This is a video I never thought I would be able to do. I never thought I would be able to get actual photographs of the, can I say weapon? I think I can say weapon 30 seconds into a video, of the weapons that were discovered to have been missing once Danny Masterson was sentenced to 2 consecutive life terms in prison. I'm sorry, consecutive, no, concurrent, served at the same time. Years ago, when Danny Masterson, Scientologist in good standing and convicted violent serial rapist Danny Masterson, years ago, when he was first charged, he was ordered to surrender all of his weapons. And he basically lied to the court, and his representatives lied to the court and said that this had occurred. At that time, he turned over like 10 weapons. And after he was convicted and sent to prison, he was, as a part of his probation report and everything, the government goes through and has to verify all this stuff. So it actually has to verify how many weapons he has, how many he turned in, and where the heck are the other ones. It was discovered he had like 8, 9, 10. I get it all mixed up, guys. He had like 8, 9, or 10 weapons just completely unaccounted for. And when I say unaccounted for, I don't mean he had them and then never turned them in. I'm saying when the government went to him and said, where are those weapons you never turned in? He's like, what? A new phone? Who dis? Huh? I don't know where they are. I don't know who's got them. I don't know, which no one was believing. So he signed a power of attorney over to his brother and actor and Scientologist, Jordan Masterson, to be able to power of attorney to take possession of and dispose of his weapons. And now, if you're Danny Masterson and you give your brother power of attorney to do this, it does seem to imply that you think your brother knows, you and your brother know where these things are, know how to get them, and know what to do with them. Anyway, the power of attorney expired. The weapons, Jordan Masterson never did anything with weapons. And then all of a sudden, one of Danny's best friends, Michael Shupin, just shows up in Oregon, of all places, with a whole bunch of weapons that are illegal to own in California. So now we know why Danny Masterson didn't immediately turn over all these weapons. He didn't want law enforcement to know that he had them or that he had modified them. So anyhow, I actually have photos of these things. I don't know if this violates YouTube's guidelines to show these things. These are not just weapons that are like the ones, Danny, that went missing and magically showed up in Oregon. These are the actual ones. These are the photos of the actual weapons that Michael Shupin illegally transported across state lines up to Oregon to put into storage, with this incredible BS story of how he came to be in possession of them and all sorts of weird things. Like, I believe his story was like, a friend of mine gave them to me in like a parking lot in Kentucky or Nashville, Tennessee. And now I'm moving. Anyway, it was all this weird stuff. Okay, so let's see. I tried to zoom in on this one earlier and I couldn't find something. Oh, look at me. I don't know what I'm doing here. I couldn't find like a serial number or making a model on in this particular photo. Okay, so that's one of them. This is the next one. This is interesting. I have some of my own. I'm trying not to use the word over and over and again. I have some weapons of my own. That does not make me an expert. And if someone had asked me today if what I'm looking at here would qualify as a weapon, I would say it's part of a weapon. But I think they call this a lower. Do they call this a lower receiver? This, legally speaking, is the weapon. Doesn't happen to have a barrel attached to it, but legally speaking, I believe this is legally the weapon. If anyone wants to throw some helpful little comments in the live chat, I'll try to pull them up. But let's see here. So, oh yeah. So if we zoom in on this one, Knights Manufacturing Company, Vero Beach, Florida. Okay. I'm guessing that this large casing in the trigger area is just to prop the thing up for the sake of the photograph. Okay, let's see what else we have. Now, if someone would have asked me whether this and this was the exact same thing, I would have said yes, but upon closer inspection, I see that they are not. Okay, Sporter Competition, HBAR Cal 223. Okay, Colts Manufacturing Company. All right. So there you go. No. Okay, now hold on, actually. Let me Let me switch over to an email that I received. I'm just going to read some information about this. I have more to show you, obviously, but just give me a second here. Because I want you guys in the live chat to let me know, you guys who are experts in this and I'm not, what sort of modifications you see that make these weapons, would make these weapons potentially illegal to own in California. So the email says, I thought you might like to have some pictures of Danny's weapons. Some of these guns have features that make them illegal to own in California. Folding and collapsing stocks, pistol grips, and the ability to accept high-capacity magazines. These guns were turned over without the magazines. So no one really knows for sure whether Danny had the California restricted 10-round mags or the high-capacity mags that they are able to accept. A dealer or law enforcement officer in California would be suited to verify. So yeah, let me know in the live chat. So like this one right here. I don't know, do you see anything there that would make it potentially illegal to own in California? Do you see anything? Is there anything about this lower that would make it potentially illegal? And then of course this one. Now we have this bad boy. Let's see what we have here. Okay, whatever these numbers mean, I don't know. Don't know much, guys. Grew up in a cult, but I don't know. It's kind of a sexy little guy right there. Okay. Oh, next one. Alrighty. P13, 45 cal. All right. Oh, that's not doing anything. Okay. I mean, those obviously aren't going to be illegal in California, right? I have one that looks just like this, except mine is a Caltech. And mine's a 38 special, and this one is a 25 caliber. Okay, Colt, automatic, 25 cal. Interesting. Okay. Look at this bad boy. Oh, I guess that's the vertical pistol grip that was mentioned in or a pistol grip that was mentioned in the email. Let's see. Any identifying numbers on this puppy? Oh, what do we got there? Robring. What is that, guys? I can't read it. I'm sure some of you guys know what this is. M95. I don't know, guys. I'm seeing someone in the live chat saying bump stocks are illegal. Do you guys see any bump stocks in these photos? I don't even know what one would look like, to be honest. Okay. And what do we have here? What's this one, guys? I'm looking in the live chat. Zoom in. I don't see any make or model or serial on this one. Okay. All righty. What's this bad boy? Somewhere I do have the actual list, the make and the model and the serial number of all the weapons that are missing. And if I'd prepared enough, I would have pulled that up and tried to match that info up to these photos. But that's okay. I just wanted to get these out to you guys. SAP 4800 Sporter. What does it say? I don't know. I can't read it. But that's okay. I know a lot of you guys probably just know what this is by sight. Okay, is there another one? Okay, so let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we turned over 9. There's still one missing. And that, by the way, in Judge Almeido's ruling yesterday denying Danny Masterson, he and his team requested that he be allowed out on bail pending his appeal, and she shot that down. And one of the reasons that she cited in all of her findings for denying that was the issue of these weapons violations, and that all these weapons that were driven up to Oregon and put into storage are still technically owned by Danny. Danny gave them to his Scientologist friend. There's absolutely no paperwork that proves any of these weapons were transferred out of Danny Masterson's possession. And so the judge said, if he got out on bail today, he could just drive up to Oregon and go up to the gun shop and say, give me my guns. He hasn't disposed of them at all. And he's a convicted violent felon. He's not allowed to own anything. He's already in prison, and we're still having to chase up the guns he hasn't sold. This is supposed to be an easy thing to resolve, and for some reason, it's not being resolved properly. And like I said, in addition to all these weapons that were just illegally driven up to Oregon and, put into storage, not sold, just put into storage, there's still one missing. And the one that's missing is the one that Danny brandished in the commission of the crime against Jane Doe 1. Does anyone think it's a coincidence that out of the 23 weapons Danny Masterson owned, the only one that has still been completely unaccounted for is the one he used in the crime against Jane Doe 1? I seriously believe he's got this thing saved, tucked away somewhere as a trophy. I mean, that's a total guess. That's just, my feeling about it. It's not a coincidence that the only one of 23 weapons that is completely missing and unaccounted for is the one he used in the commission of the crime against Jane Doe 1. And Judge Almeida mentioned that yesterday. So anyway, thank you so much to the source who sent me these photos. I never thought I was going to be able to get these, and I was just so excited when they came in today. Let me see. I'm just looking at some stuff in the live chat. SAP 4800 Sporter is worth around $810. Okay. Let's see. I know I asked you guys for some input in the live chat, so I'm just seeing if there's anything in there that I want to bring up. Oh, Odin All Farther. Yes, only 8-2 were the same. Oh, that might answer a question. So hold on. Oh, let me see. No, I don't see any weapon. I don't see any of these photos that are duplicates. I don't know if that's what you were saying or not, but in case you are, I don't think any of them are duplicates. Does anyone else in the chat think any of these weapons, these photos are duplicates? Am I just not seeing it? Let's see, a couple of super chats here. Janine Greider. I live in Texas and retired and would love to go to Austin whenever a protest is planned. Someone mentioned this in my earlier video today. I'm just going to guess that anyone planning on doing any kind of a protest in Austin would be planning on doing it on the day that they do the ribbon cutting on the grand reopening of the building that they've been in for many decades. I do think in one of my emails, I have the updated date of that event. Now, these dates keep getting pushed back because these Scientology orgs can't find enough Scientologists to recruit for staff in order to meet the minimum staff complement to be allowed to open up, reopen the buildings. So I'll double check all my information before I do a public video about it. But if I do a video giving the date of the grand opening of the Austin org building, that is going to be the date that the protest is planned for. So stay tuned for that. Freeze the New Project of Farsec. The two with the wood stocks have the same collapsible stock, although one is collapsed and one is out. Okay, let's check it out. The two with the wooden stocks. Okay. Oh, is that the same weapon? Thank you for pointing that out to me. That actually answers a question I got from someone else earlier today. Thank you. Thank you. That is very helpful. All right, guys, that's real. I don't even know. I mean, the fact that these photos are available now, this isn't even really an update as far as Danny's proceedings. These weapons were turned over, I don't know, like a month, 4, 5, 6 weeks ago to the store up in Oregon. So this isn't like a development in the case. It's just a development in the information that we've been able to get and share with all of you guys. So that's it, guys. I'm about to head downtown and do some live streaming from the Flag Land Base, searching for that wascally wabbit, David Miscavige. He's a small little fella. He's hard to find, but we're going to do our best. So thanks for hanging out with me. Look forward to seeing you guys soon. Thanks to everyone who watches until the very end, and I'll talk to you guys soon.
Okay. if you want to see my rock and roll songs, click right on this guitar. And if you want to see a different one of my videos, oh, Dancing for my love, then you could click right inside here. If you have subscribed or not,